They did everything right. They learned to code, passed the interviews, and landed the prestige tech job. Then the screen went dark. Tech giants aggressively reorganized their workforces to fund massive new artificial intelligence infrastructure. Meta and Oracle both slashed about 10% of their staff, shedding thousands of roles almost overnight. For those who survived the cuts, the environment quickly soured. Employees reported going 3 full years without a raise, only to be mandated by management to attend corporate financial wellness workshops. Institutional empathy evaporated. In one case, a new hire reported their manager's unprofessional behavior to HR and found themselves terminated the very next day. This aggressive combination of algorithmic downsizing and systemic toxicity sent a clear signal to young professionals. The traditional corporate ladder they were told to climb had effectively collapsed. This structural collapse is hitting exactly when the stakes are highest. In India, over 65% of the population is under the age of 35, and that is hundreds of millions of young people stepping into a job market that is actively shrinking. You can see that pressure building in physical spaces. Young job seekers are crowding into career fairs and consultation booths, urgently searching for alternative paths in an economy that feels locked against them. The barrier to entry is shifting. AI automation is now targeting the entry-level tasks that young graduates traditionally use to get their foot in the door. Looking at this dual line chart, you can see the displacement happening in real time. The demand for non-AI roles is stagnating, while the need for specialized AI skills is growing 75% faster than for non-AI roles. For a young person trying to start a career today, AI has become an immediate existential threat to economic survival. If you listen to mainstream cultural commentary, you'd think this generation is entirely unequipped to handle a crisis of this scale, plagued by an 8-second attention span built on endless short-form scrolling. But this high-contrast donut chart tells a different story. A massive 53.1% of Gen Z actively seeks out and dedicates hours of their time to long-form video content on social platforms. It starts with what's called the podcast game. Young people play low-stakes, repetitive video games while listening to dense audio content, using that dual-screen passive consumption to decompress from systemic burnout. That passive habit quickly evolves into something highly active, the deep-dive video essay. Viewers seek out multi-hour explorations of complex socioeconomic, political, and cultural systems. When the traditional corporate environment becomes hostile and superficial, young professionals retreat into long-form media to find the depth, nuance, and authenticity denied to them in their daily careers. A strong video essayist offers something rare: rigorous, thesis-driven analysis that cuts through the chaotic noise of standard social media algorithms. Independent online creators are stepping into the void left by absent corporate mentors. They dedicate hours to transparent research and teaching, acting as surrogate mentors for a stranded workforce. The endurance required to sit through these hours-long essays is quietly rewiring this generation's cognitive approach, training them for sustained, deep-focused problem-solving. What society dismissed as mindless screen time was actually a necessary incubation period. It transformed these young workers from passive participants in a broken economy into deep-focused students of its mechanics. Now, that deep focus capability is colliding with a massive state-backed infrastructure push. Through the India AI mission, the government is building the system required to harness this generation's ability to concentrate. The biggest barrier to entering the AI space is hardware cost, so the state is deploying over 58,000 highly subsidized GPUs, offering compute power at a fraction of the market rate to lower the entry barrier for young developers. Initiatives like widen are taking students who learned the theory online and pushing them to build active, hands-on artificial intelligence solutions for real-world problems. This new educational framework looks nothing like the isolated corporate grind. Instead, it relies on intense, peer-driven collaboration, with young people clustering around screens to solve complex problems together. The cultural scale of this movement is immense. In a single 24-hour period, over 2.5 lakh citizens signed pledges committing to responsible and ethical AI development. According to the Stanford Global AI Index, India's relative penetration of AI skills is now 2.5 times higher than the global average. By coupling affordable compute with a generation primed for deep focus learning, the country is translating its massive youth demographic into a globally competitive talent ecosystem. All of these newly acquired skills are being channeled directly into the orange economy, the sectors of digital content, immersive media, and gaming. The projected outcome of this pivot is massive. By 2030, these creative tech sectors are expected to generate nearly 2 million new, economically resilient jobs. This ecosystem allows young workers to bypass the hierarchical corporate structures that failed them. They are building independent, self-directed careers on their own terms. This growth is generating decentralized wealth. Over half of these new digital startups are emerging from beyond the traditional metropolitan hubs, scaling the economic reset across the country. The traditional corporate ladder collapsed under the weight of AI, but an entire generation took their deep focus endurance, paired it with decentralized technology, and built their own stairs.